Well, this is where we camped last night. Not quite all the way up Whitetop. Pretty sure this is Whitetop Mountain. Kevin's got his stuff together. He's getting his shoes on. This was our view this morning. Nice view this morning. We're going to have views all day long. I think the weather's going to be nice today for us to go see the ponies up at Grayson Highlands. And we are looking forward to that. It's going to be a wonderful day. I haven't looked at elevation. Don't really want to know. But we're going to get there. So we'll talk to you up the trail. And boy, the terrain is nice this morning. We got some rocks, but at least it's downhill. I don't mind rocks if they're not going straight uphill. Nice green area that we're wandering through with lots of flowers and ground cover. It's gorgeous. Just ran into a fellow that we've been passing for, gosh, it seems like 2 weeks now. He and his buddy are slack packing southbound, so they get a ride north, take their water, and then they walk south. And we've been bumping into them, it seems like almost every day for a couple of weeks now. And he assures me that we're going to have some gorgeous views today. And I said, yep, I've been there twice, I know that. And I'm looking forward to it. So we get on down the road, meet up with Angel and Bullfrog at Elk Garden, and hopefully Snow Cream as well. Go into the highlands together. This is where the trail comes out at Elk Garden Park, right over there. And we are all here. Gavin's over signing us in at the thing. And we all made really good time, but I made especially good time. I covered about 2.5 hours and about 45 minutes. We'll not talk exactly about why, but you might get the idea there as to why I covered so much distance in so little time. And our trail is going to be leaving out, going up this cow pasture, and I think we're going to wind up on the top of that up there eventually. That's Mount Rogers, or whether that's Thomas Knob or what that is, but we're going to be heading that way, and I think we're going to have a pretty easy day today. And we're going to see some ponies before too long. We're excited about that. So anyway, here we are, getting about ready to cross the road. We're going to sit and rest for a few more minutes, and you can see Snow Cream on up the hill there. He went ahead. He said we'd probably catch him before long anyway, and we might. So we'll meet up at Thomas Knob Shelter and have some lunch in about 4 miles. I've crossed across the road from Elk Garden. Horses are prohibited except for the ponies that live here. And we're headed to Mount Rogers Summit. So here we go. A little bit of a cow pasture walk and back into the woods. Moving on. It is a gorgeous day for hiking today. We have been thoroughly blessed with excellent weather. Alrighty, climbing up through the cow pasture here at Elk Garden. Man, this is absolutely gorgeous. And this is just icing, or not even icing, this is just the tip of the iceberg. The big stuff is on ahead. Just absolutely incredible views that we're going to have today. Looks like the weather's going to be cooperative, and I'm so thankful. Last time we were here, we were a little socked in. But I think we're going to be good today. Well, that's a plant we've been seeing for a ways, and it looks remarkably like hosta when it's close to the ground, but now it's growing a little taller. That one is. It's getting bushier and taller. And I don't know what that is, but it's awfully pretty. It tends to grow in wetter areas. We've been hiking on rocks today, going gently uphill, thankfully. And we just kind of pulled up to wait on Hawkeye for a few minutes because we have longer legs than he has, but he won't be far behind us. And this is a beautiful day today. There's some more of that. That's closer. Better look. So yeah, I don't know what that is. I guess I need to take a picture of that, and one of these days I'll remember to get on iNaturalist and send that in and figure out what that is. Well, that's kind of where we've come from. That's Whitetop Mountain, and even though we didn't go to the top of it, we did stay up a pretty good ways up that mountain. And we're continuing to hike along. We're beginning to get into the Grayson area because we've got rocks like nobody's business. But it's not been too terribly hard. We're going to be doing a little bit of climbing to get up to Thomas Knob Shelter and the spur trail out to Mount Rogers, which is the highest peak in Virginia. Probably not going out to Mount Rogers. I've heard that there's nothing but a forest up on top. You can't see anything from there. Whitetop is the second highest peak. Ow. And we didn't go to the top of that either. But I'm okay with that too, because I don't think we could have done it yesterday. We were all absolutely spent after the climb as high as we made it up to Buzzard Rock and going up toward Whitetop. That was a mess. But we made it. We slept well, and we're plowing on down the trail today. Let's see what we're stepping through here. This is not my favorite type of trail, but at the moment, at least we're not going uphill, for which I'm grateful. And the nice thing about this is, if I'm not holding my phone, if I've got both my trekking poles, I can kind of plan ahead and plant my feet and step on through it a little more easily than I'm doing right now. But we're looking forward to getting to Thomas Knob. One of the things about that shelter, they have had for the last year or two perpetual bear issues there. You saw our video of Elk Garden where we stopped earlier to avail ourselves of the privy. And the Appalachian Trail Conservancy put out a bulletin last year, said that you should not camp between Elk Garden and Wise Shelter, which is where we're going tonight, because of the bear issues. And the last 2 days we've passed southbound hikers that have been camped at Thomas Knob in the area. One yesterday said they had, I think they hung their food, but they left their packs out, and the bear scratched around into one of the packs. He had a little bit of a gash in his pack. But the one that we saw today, they stayed in the shelter. They hung their food. Actually, they didn't hang it. They put it in the bear box, which is kind of a no-brainer. It's like a big metal toolbox for the back of a truck, made out of heavy steel. Bears can't get in it. But they said there was a guy camping about 100 yards away, did not hang his food, didn't put it in the bear box. The bear ate it all. So I am expecting, based on what I'm hearing so far, this area is going to get closed for camping again until they can get hikers trained to be more careful, and so that they can get this habituated bear relocated, we hope. You know, there's a saying that a fed bear is a dead bear. And once a bear becomes habituated to human food, they're going to keep coming back. And they just have to euthanize those bears if they can't. You know, they'll relocate them, but if they become an issue again, they just have to be euthanized. And that's sad for the bears. Sad that the hikers didn't think ahead about that. We've had a few folks that are a little hard-headed and say they always sleep with their food. They're not worried. That's a really dangerous thing to do for them and for us, and for the bears especially. So anyway, we're going to hike on past Thomas Knob, but we are going to stop there and eat lunch. I think that's where the rest of our crowd is. They're not too far ahead of us. We may catch snow cream before we get there. Gavin's a little ways behind me, and we're plowing forward. Alrighty, well, still working towards Thomas Knob Shelter. It's a little bit over the halfway point of our day. That's where we're planning to eat lunch. We got up into another spruce forest again, and these trees are beautiful. There's another tree growing on top of a rock. That's just impressive to me. I don't know what it does for roots. I guess it just goes down around the rock and maybe through the rock. I don't know. But it's another gorgeous area. I'm going to be hiking through this, I think, for a little ways yet. That tree there. with the moss kind of peeling off of it, the bark coming off of it. That's kind of cool too. But man, this is gorgeous. I have certainly been dealing with my share of rocks on the way up here. They've not been too horrible because it's early in the day and I've eaten a little bit, and I know where I'm going. That makes all the difference in the world, is to kind of know a little bit about the terrain in front of you, because I know that once we get to Thomas Knob, I've hiked some past there before, twice, and I know that that's completely doable. I did that last summer overweight, so I feel confident that I'll have no troubles with it this trip around. But anyway, we're about a mile from there. We'll keep plowing ahead and we'll show you the shelter when we get there. But I did want to stop and show you this beautiful forest that we're in. Well, this is a little bit of a prelude to what the Grayson Highlands are going to look like when we go across here in a little while. And this is absolutely phenomenal. This makes all those climbs that we did yesterday completely worth it. Fairly sure that's Whitetop right there in the middle, and that's kind of where we were yesterday. We didn't go over it, thank goodness, but we were on it, and that's where we camped last night. So we've come about 5 miles, I'd say, trail miles. I don't know whether it's that far as the crow flies, probably not, it never is, because the trail zigs and zags and wanders and meanders and goes along. But man, this is absolutely a phenomenal view, and this is only a precursor of all that's to come. I don't know if you can hear the water dripping right here, but it's a little spring that's coming down the little crease between the mountain here, or between the mountains. I'm sure somewhere there's a good place to fill up the water bottle, but I know there's water at the shelter, probably half a mile out or so. I'm just kind of sitting here observing the beauty of nature today. It's just incredible. Well, we're getting closer to Thomas Knob. And I was just looking out across the field, and yeah, there's the ponies. How about them apples? And Snow Creek says the water source is down this way somewhere. Man, look forward to seeing them. Just a little ways further up the trail. Oh, okay, it is on. I hit it 3 times. So we just passed the spur trail out to Mount Rogers. Not going up that. That means we're about 1/10 of a mile or so from the shelter. Maybe 2/10, I don't know, it's not far. We're gonna sit down and eat some lunch. And that last frame of video I shot showing you the ponies up here. Well, we're right at them now. It's pretty awesome to be greeted so quickly into the area. Man, is that awesome or what? Look at these views. Never mind the ponies, look at the mountains. Wow. Okay, back to the ponies. You got a foal over here. That's pretty neat. How about that? Uh-huh.
5 feet of them. You see it?
Huh.
5 feet of them.
Yeah. That's pretty incredible. I would say just a week or 2 old. Hello guys. Hello guys. Gals, folks. How we doing? Good to see you. Thanks for the welcome. By the long face. Had to, sorry. Don't lick my leg. Don't lick my leg. Hey, that's salt. You don't need that. And here's another one laying down right over here. Hello. How we doing? Oh, hey, you're following me. You like the salt on my legs or something? All right, you stay here and enjoy the sunshine. I'm gonna go on up here and find some lunch. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, he sure did lick my leg. How about that? Yep, this is pretty cool. That falls, can't be very old. Less than a week, I would think. That's pretty impressive. All right, heading on up the trail. Yep, there's the little fold that we passed earlier. They all followed us up to the shelter.
Dad, don't turn around.
And they are laying down in the shade here.
Don't look.
So, pretty cute.
Dad, don't.
Okay, son. Okay. Alrighty, Thomas Knob Shelter with horses. Here's one.
Seriously, mad at that guy.
Yeah, did we get clearance to go up the trail yet? I think we're about to head up. So we'll see the horses up the road a little ways. Thomas Knob Shelter, and this is the bear box for putting up your food at night. And we've been hearing stories of folks that have not availed themselves of that opportunity, and as a consequence, they've lost their food. So, you know, when the ATC says, hey, you need to have a bear canister or use our bear boxes, you know you do that, because there's a reason. This place is known for having some problem bears up here on this far end, and yeah, it just makes good common sense to store your food up. And the bears have figured out how to manage bear hangs in this area. And there was even a video last year on Evan's backpacking videos where someone was holding up an earth sack, which is a Kevlar bag that's supposed to keep bears out. Apparently the bears figured out the earth sack too and chewed through it. So there's some pretty tough bears up this way. You don't want to camp up here without safely securing your food, maybe even your packs. Well, that's where we came from. We were climbing up from Thomas Knob Shelter and headed into the Grayson Highlands, and it's pretty out here today. The wind's blowing, so it keeps us cool. We're gonna have a pretty day, I think, looking at all the views when we get up here. It's gonna be incredible. We've already seen some ponies, but I know we'll see more. That crowd of ponies followed us up. They licked my leg and apparently decided they liked it, so they wandered up to the shelter behind us. This is one of the prettiest sections of the Appalachian Trail. People that have hiked all of it commonly agree that this is one of the top views, top places to be along the entire trip. And I would agree with them. This is my third trip up here, and I'm really excited about the weather we've got today. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, we're going up there, and it's going to be incredible. It is going to be awesome. That is, I think, pretty much dead on our path. I think we go up and over and down the other side, and this place is incredible with views. It is certainly a place that has been touched by God without question whatsoever. This is, I wonder if we'll run into a bunch of day hikers. It's an incredible day. Of course, it's also Tuesday. So who knows? We might see some, we might not. But times we've been up here before, we've run into some folks that are day hiking out there. We'll see what we get into. We're going through Christmas Town again. Lots of coniferous trees up here that smell of Christmas, and it's really neat. And the day continues to be gorgeous. Look at the shadows on the mountains down there. This is looking back down the trail. Just want to make sure that Gavin and Snow Cream see the crossing right here, because we've hiked here before last summer, but we actually came in from the pine trail that we just passed. We got on the AT for a little ways, then got on that trail and cut across the upper end of the park. And then we got back on the AT right here. And just telling Angel and Bullfrog, there's that thing I said we were going up. And it's gorgeous up there. You can see forever. Last time we were here, we were socked in. But we're not going to be socked in today. It's going to be awesome. I'm so looking forward to climbing to the top. The last time, in fact, I stopped at that little rock over there on the right and stopped and ate lunch. Our kids went up to the top. I didn't even bother because it was, there was no point in it. But I'm going up there today. It's going to be fun. It's going to be gorgeous views. Alrighty, well, I walked right past this and Gavin didn't. Hawkeye saw on the ground 500, and that's pretty awesome. That's kind of hard to believe that we've gone 500 miles. So anyway, Bullfrog and Angel missed it too, but they might be looking up at the rock up there looking down on us. I don't know. That we're going to be climbing. I didn't see that rock on the way in. That's a nice one too.
I almost climbed over that sucker.
Yep. Well,
Kind of lost the trail there.
yeah, that's not the one we're going over. We're going over that one up there. So sally forth and we'll get there. Yep, this is the thing I said we were going up. We're almost here. Huh. Wonder if I can do that one. I don't know. Maybe. Okay. Well, I don't know where everybody went. There's all the packs. I don't see them up there. But for sure they're here somewhere. Let's set back up and have a look. Alrighty, hiking through Grayson Highlands. Turn around. Ooh, that was fast, I'm sorry. That's what we just came down from. And we're going to continue to wander forward. I know we're going to see some more ponies. They don't know that, but I know that. I know that once we get off Wilburn Ridge, we'll see them. I think this is it. We could not have hand-ordered better weather today. The breeze is blowing, so it's not really hot. It's about 70 or thereabouts. Maybe a little warmer, but with the breeze, it's incredibly comfortable. We're going to see if we can find a place to eat a bite of early supper up here somewhere. See what happens. All right, so this is one of the features of the Grayson Highlands. I can get up through it. This is called Fat Man Squeeze. Missed it last summer. I saw it and walked right past it. There's a little side trail around it. But I'm gonna do it this year. I think I'm making it through without dropping stuff. We'll see. Gavin's behind me, thankfully. He shouldn't have any trouble. Ah, my foot. Got it pinched between a couple of rocks there. This would be easier if I had all my hands. All right, I'm gonna step there. All right, step down. Oop. And now, there we go. I got myself propped with a trekking pole. Now I can stand up straight, and I have successfully navigated Fat Man Squeeze. And now we start climbing down. Down, down. Lots of rocks down. Except for these go up. But that's all right. It's been a gorgeous day and we're looking to have a great night. All right, more views. Have to stop. I've been through here a couple of times already and I don't have good video, but I'm gonna get some today by cracky. It's a gorgeous day on the trail. And man, we're blessed. We are blessed to be here. All right, we're gonna be going that way. I don't love one-handing these rocks, but these are not so bad. They're gonna get bad stepping down. Stepping 2 or 3 feet at the time. But so far we're okay. And this is gorgeous. That's what we just came down from. And man, it was kind of a tough climb down, but we made it. Oh yeah, yep, there's cows and horses over there. So anyway, that's where we've been. We're gonna keep on getting it. Let's see if we can take a view around here a little bit. Not too fast, maybe. And yeah, there are some cows over that way. I think they've gone over the ridge now. Maybe come up here so they can jump over the moon. A little bit of a head start to get this high. You'll never know. If I see a cat in the fiddle, I think I'm gonna go home. All right, here we go. We got an unexpected surprise here. There are some cows down here. They got some long horns, some of them do. I was expecting ponies. But, anyway, we'll put those on the mammal count. I forgot now how many I've counted now. But moving right along here. Still going over rocks. I didn't expect any different, but these are on flatter ground, so I don't mind it quite as badly. It's kind of nice to be able to stretch my legs out and pick my spots and hit my spots most of the time and not trip up going through here. But, whoops, as I said. But it is kind of nice to have 4-wheel drive with my poles. It does make a huge difference. I guess that bush is not going to move, so I'll go down this way. All right, we're going to carry on down the trail. If we see something else pretty, and I know that we will, I'll turn the camera back on then. Now, those aren't ponies. What's up with this? Those are absolutely not ponies. I don't know what they're doing here, but we got ponies over there. So we're going over there. We've finally gotten off the rocks, I think. And going through the cattle gate. Moo, moo. Cows aren't supposed to be able to go through here. Moo. All right, I think that's closed. That was kind of a fast turnaround. Racing Highland State Park, here we are. Be bear aware. Yeah, there's bears up there behind us at Thomas Knopf Shelter. Don't leave your food laying. Blah. Alrighty, so anyway, it's been a gorgeous day of hiking. There's our welcome sign. So we're gonna hang here and wait on the others and then we'll get on down the way. Well, walking past a few more ponies, headed towards Massey's Gap now. We about a half mile from there and we think we're gonna be able to get a ride to a place that's got food for supper. And then we'll get back on trail and hike out to Wise Shelter. I think we're not gonna be too terribly far from there. What's up, dude? Nay. Alrighty, enough with the horse jokes. I'm out of here. Well, sorry, I'm hung up in my hip belt down here with my cord. Okay, Gavin says we're 0.8 from the shelter. Haven't videoed any late this afternoon. We came off of the Grayson Highlands area at Massey Gap, walked down the parking lot, and we were able to get a shuttle to the Grayson Highlands restaurant and inn. And we went in and had supper. So we're back out doing about 2 miles on the trail, probably 2.5 back to the where we got dropped off. We're headed out to Wise Shelter. So we've had a really great hike today. There's been a lot of rocks and that hurts our feet, but it's been awfully pretty and it's been worth it. And we're hoping that there's going to be room for at least a good chunk of us in the shelter. We'll see what happens when we get there. It'd be nice to not have to mess with a tent this late in the evening, but we'll see what happens because I expect there's some other hikers. I bet there's some section hikers out there using the shelter tonight. So we'll see how lucky we get. But if we need a tent camp, it's not very far. It's another couple of 100 yards. It's not a real big deal because we camped there last summer. We used the tenting area just outside of the Grayson Highlands State Park. So anyway, we're heading on down the way. We've got 0.7, 0.8, somewhere, not much. We'll be there in 30 minutes or less.